I would like to share an idea with you guys and would love your reaction to this. But I was just thinking, that's where the trouble starts, that, and I also was experiencing it, that if there is this divine energy flowing to and through us, who is who we really are, our true nature, the one, that one that keeps everything together, that's the one, that's the oneness we're in. So it is that presence, that energy that we use, or that it's not we don't use it, it uses us to express itself. But it is that essence, that presence, that is allowing us to breathe, that is pumping our blood. We don't have to say in the morning, okay, let's press the button so that we pump our blood, or let's press the button so that we start breathing again. Like when we sleep, we don't breathe, and then we are doing all those things effortlessly. Our nails are growing, our hair is growing. There's so much going on in our body that we are not aware. We don't even think about that again. But I was standing there in my kitchen, I was eating, I'm like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Like, I'm eating and effortless, my body is going to digest the food. And if we as human beings would not constantly be busy to reorganize the planet, it would just evolve effortless. And who knows how beautiful it would be. Because, you know, when you go deep in the oceans and we're really messing it all up. But before we were messing it up, not that long ago, there were beautiful systems there, ecosystems with beautiful colors and fish and corals and reefs, and it was gorgeous, beautiful. You can't make it up. You can't make it up if you wanted to, how beautiful it is. If you look at a flower who just effortlessly grows. But then I looked at my tomato plant, which is, again, you know me, I'm always having something that is like taking my attention. And so I had 2 tomato plants that I bought when they were very, very little in May. And then I went to Belgium, and they were standing outside, and I went to Belgium for 4 weeks. And by the time I came back, my tomato plants were just like crumbling down. There was nothing, it felt like there was no life in it anymore. So what did I do? I took my tomato plants and I bought new soil with all the good ingredients, like really not chemical stuff, but the real good stuff. And I have my own compost, and so I was really pampering the tomato plants. And one of them was not doing it, but the other one started to show like a little green stem, and then a leaf and another leaf. And now that tomato plant, it might be late, but it has beautiful fruits, and I am going to have a ton of tomatoes on this plant. So I helped nature a little bit. I helped nature to unfold. And I think that is how life shows up. When we are sitting here waiting for life to happen to us, not so much is going to happen. We're just going to sit here and deteriorate, because that's the law. Whatever is not going, where there's no progress, it's going to die. But when you try to work with nature and knowing how the laws work, and how I knew that I had to make sure that the roots of these plants got nurtured, that I was watering it every day, that I had to take it out of the sun to first grow, and then in the sun when now that the fruits need to ripen. And so I understand the process of how that fruit is going to come to fruition, and I can help nature to do this. So like when you have a plan, a goal, you really want to get somewhere, by sitting in your chair in your living room like I'm sitting right now, nothing's going to happen. But for me, grinding and going out and really like trying to pull my tomatoes out of the ground, that is also not going to happen. But if I'm going to go with the flow, and I'm just going to allow life to show up in front of me, and I'm just going to guide it, like I'm going to do my part of, I'm a human being, I can do my part of the performance, then miracles can happen. I have to allow, I didn't do anything for that tomato plant to revive. The only thing I did was making it like into creating the environment that it could grow. So if you have a goal, you have to create the environment, and then you have to get out of the way and let that infinite energy, that infinite divine essence do what it's supposed to do, and just like tweak it along the way, like let it grow, let it go in certain ways, but be open to get out of the way, to let nature do its job. And I think that a lot of people forget that we have to live in the flow with nature. We are part of nature. We are the highest form of creation, but we are still part of the creation. We are still not God. We're still not the infinite being. The infinite being is going to and is coming to and through us and gives us life. And I think that in order to really live a fulfilled and awakened life, we need to understand that we're not above it. We are created in the image of our Creator. We are not our Creator. But we are creators, and we are part of it. Like this is again like the story of the chicken and the egg. But once you see who you really are and how that divine essence that we are is in everything around us, then you will become really aware of what is creating your reality. And if you're still with me right now, I know that you understand what I'm talking about. It is not about just being and don't do anything, because there is this whole thing, you have to just allow the universe to do it. Yes, but you still, and the action is not like go out and do all the work. The action is to find that balance between you taking control or allowing the essence to take control, and you allowing that to grow because you nurture it. And if you look at life that way, I promise you, it is going to be beautiful, and you're going to live a life of awe. I'm in awe all day long. There is so much beauty, and it is even in the things that are not going well, like I lost a tomato plant, but it's just part of what it is. You can see I can see the beauty. And suffering ends. When you can see the beauty in everything, there is no more suffering. And there is also no lack. We live in such an abundant universe. It is We live in such an abundant universe, and I understand that there is a lot of pain and suffering that goes on in the world, but I also believe that we can end pain and suffering if we are more aware of who we truly are, and that we really understand our divine presence, the divine being. So when we wake up to that idea, and as far as more people are waking up and see this whole like they see the real nature, their true nature, and the nature of nature, then everything would be a lot nicer and lighter. Let me know if this resonates with you. Like and subscribe. You know how this goes. I want to share my message, because not that I want to share my message, I just am on a path of helping others stop the suffering. I lived in suffering so much of my life, and I know the difference, and it is really, you can stop suffering right now in this moment. And if you want to know more about that, just message me. Have a wonderful day, you guys. See you next time. Bye for now.